Hello, good evening. It's Saturday evening. I wasn't sure if I was going to come on, but you know, when Mama asks for something, I get it done. So today I'm going to do another potato soup because that's what she wanted, but she wanted it with broccoli. My sister, when we went out to visit her house, had that Progresso soup, and it has potato with broccoli soup, and so that's what she said. I would like some of that soup, and I said, well, Mother, I don't buy store-bought soups. I said, I'll make you some, and I'm just gonna wing this recipe. I've got this Capo di Monte piece out. I don't know if y'all have Capo di Monte or know what it is. It's the Italian porcelain factory. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I have quite a few pieces of this. They're all packed away except just a few, and I use this. I put little doilies on it with little cakes if I happen to have a little tea party, which I don't anymore, but I love these Capo di Monte pieces, and I do have some lamps in one of the bedrooms. So that's just fun. I talked to Granny Pat, she's doing fine. Okay, I'm gonna put just some butter in my skillet. Some of that butter that I had, I just been re-upping it in that skillet. Let me turn this down. Of course, we gotta have our onion, you know. We can't be without an onion. So we'll cook that great value chopped onion down. Remember, I use these nearly every time we cook because they're so handy. You know, they're just so handy. I'll let that, I'll turn that up just a minute. You didn't even know I was gone for a minute, did you? Well, I went out in the garden because I needed some rosemary. And I wondered, do y'all have eucalyptus where you live? This is that, from that eucalyptus. It smells so good. Fresh eucalyptus. I used to make a salve out of it, and I put it in candles. You can use it in a lot of different things. Flower arrangements, of course, flower arrangements. You know, they're beautiful. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Now, let me rinse this little bit off in my, I keep a little bowl of baking soda water so I can rinse my vegetables as I cook. So, I think this needs this rosemary, y'all. So we're gonna have fresh rosemary. I think you can buy this at the grocery store, fresh rosemary. Nowadays, used to, you had to get it like at a specialty or chef's shop. Now, there's old flies, 2 old flies in here, and I can't get them to save my neck. I sneak up on them. I think I might have to get a shotgun and just shoot them. They just worry me to death. And this time of year is terrible because of all the rain. You know, all that rain we've had. Okay, I got that in there now. I don't like wasting it. Yeah. Now we'll turn that back up just a hair. Now what I'm going to do is this onion soup mix. You can put that in your, I decided this way I'm going to do it. You can put this into your, even though we got onions, put it in there. You can put it in there. But I thought, you know, I want it a little bit smaller, so y'all know I like to grind things. I'm a grinder. And it don't take no time. So that'll kind of thicken it and give it a little edge of flavor on it. I'm going to put that whole onion soup mix in there. Okay. Now, we'll just let that kind of heat. So we've got our onions and our rosemary. Let me get some water out of the hot water dispenser. Well, I tell you, this hot water dispenser is a lifesaver. Alright, let's just measure that. I'll put about 2 cups. So let's just go ahead and put our 2 cups in there. Okay, 2 cups of hot water. 2 cups of hot water. Now turn that up again. Now, instead of having my fresh broccoli, I use the Great Value broccoli florets, and I steam them. I just put them in the bag from Walmart and steam them to where they're semi-done. You know, with my situation of they're still large pieces, which is fine, and if I had time to really cook that down, I would, but instead I'm going to chop it in the chopper. Be right back. Okay, so I transferred that broccoli to my chopper bowl, and then I'm going to put about a cup of potato tots. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this good, and then I'm going to see if I need to chop these. If not, then we won't have to. I'll be right back. I've been trying to get that old fly again, but I can't. He just keeps evading arrest. Well, that cat got me. Look at there. I don't know what. The other night, I've already told y'all about it. He thought I was going to murder him, I guess. I just picked him up and was going to move him. And then with my crazy head, I fell kind of sideways, and I guess he thought, boy, he's about to get me. So he got me. He did get me. See how that's kind of just a, really like a onion soup. See that, kind of like an onion soup mix. So we're going to just put our broccoli into this. I don't know if we might as well, because it'll cook on down, so. Get that in there. Sometimes I just kind of shake it a little bit. Okay. Now, we'll stir that in. Let that cook down a little bit. Probably might ought to do 2.5 cups of water. Instead of 1, let's do 2.5 or 2 1/4. Because we want that to really cook down, and I'm going to tell you that potatoes Now let's get us a test spoon just to see at this point what we need to do. Of course, gotta have our pepper. Pepper to taste. One thing I don't like about that onion soup, even though I thought about it, it kind of gives it, you know, a little whang because it's like sodium. That's why I don't use stuff like that, but I thought I need to use that up. So I'm going to do about 2 teaspoons. Now then, I'm going to go ahead and put the potatoes in and just mash them. Just kind of mash them up. Could have done it in a bowl and all that, but I didn't think about it. That'll give you some potato pieces at least. That hot water and steam will cook those really well. So I'm going to let that get to a good boil. Get that to boiling pretty good. Put my little lid on it just for a little bit. I'll be back. Alright, while that's just boiling, I'm going to go ahead and take our instant mashed potatoes, a cheap old instant mashed potatoes, out of my, I'm going to do probably about a half a cup. Probably won't need any more of that, but you can alter it if you got too much liquid or if you got too much this or too much that. I'm going to put just a half a teaspoon of cornstarch in with my potatoes. Mix that around there good. So just kind of give it a little, put in our celery flakes, parsley flakes, I said celery. That just makes the soup a little prettier. Now then, I'm going to add just a hair of dark chili powder. I'm talking about a half a teaspoon. Not much at all. I just want that little bit of kind of kick to it. Okay, we got this. So let's turn that down a little bit. Now we'll put about a half a cup to a cup. Better put about a cup of milk in there, I guess. Let's go ahead and use that up and get that over with. Mix that around. So all your flakes and all that stuff is mixed. Now if you have to thicken this a little more, if you want to go thicker, you can use your potatoes or you can use more of your cornstarch. Okay, let's get that on down. Now we'll combine this here. There's a tater tot. Make sure those are squished up. There's another one. I'll try to remember all this and put it in the recipe since it's my own doing. Well, we'll just continue to let that cook a little bit to thicken it. Sure smells good. I'll put my lid on just a hair. Let me get this cleaned up and I'll be back. Okay, we'll give us a little test spoon and check that out. And, let me stir it one more time pretty good and see. Well, that's chunk in. That's nice. See how that parsley gives it a pretty nice look. It's a good, see those tater tots give it the chunk, and the instant potatoes give it the thickness with the milk. Saute your onions in butter. So there's another little tater. You don't have to worry about it. I tell people, if they want, I use potato tots in my soup. So let me get Mother's bowl here. I got it out. Let me get a ladle. And that broccoli turned out really nice. And here's my test spoon. I didn't test it, I forgot. Hold on. Just as I thought, y'all. It's really good. That's really good. Potato broccoli soup. Now I'll just put a little ground pepper on it. Just a little bit. Now Mother will want crackers with hers. But here is our potato broccoli soup with a little cracked pepper. Even if you wanted to, I'll show you could do it this way also. You know, me and I just like things to look pretty. So if you kind of put that on just a few minutes before you serve it, that'll melt on down. And that'll melt on down and you'll have a nice bowl of soup. So today's Saturday, tomorrow's the Lord's Day. God bless y'all. God bless our country. God bless the world affairs. Mother and I are doing good. Talked to Granny Pat. We may try to get together tomorrow and talk. But you'll see it posted. We're still trying to work out a lot of the kinks in that live video, so just be patient and we'll finally get it worked out. We're both learning, and I just wanted to tell y'all that everything's fine here on the home front. We're going to see now how that cheese is melted down a little bit. That's what you want. I wish y'all was here to eat with us, because this is going to be some good eating for my mama and me. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.